morning, year 12 students. My name is Kritika Lata. My ID is S111-47738. As of today, the 14th October 2021, I will be taking a home economics class because teacher has been on leave. So before I begin my class, I have noticed some of the things. I have seen the students are posting their questions and answers in the discussion forum, which is very good sign. And I also have noticed that students are raising their questions and other students are taking part of it, which is very good. And I hope this progress will go on, and I also hope that you are learning well. So now let's begin with our class today. So today our class is based on natural disaster preparation. Before we start our class, let's quickly recap what we have learned in previous class. So previous class we were learning about the types of natural disaster. I hope you are still remembering what we have learned. So you can remember in your mind what we have learned. First one, we learned about earthquake, tsunami, cyclones, hurricane, and there were some other also. For that, you have to think and post your answers in the recap chat box on the Moodle. So now let's begin with our class. So today, as I said, we will be learning the natural disaster preparation. So the preparation we'll be doing for the cyclone preparations. So things what we will be doing before, after and during the cyclone time. So now I'll just show you a picture of cyclone. So this is how the cyclone looks like. This is a picture of cyclone Yasa. So let's move on to the discussion part. So as I have told you, we will be discussing about cyclone preparations, things that we will be doing before. So before the cyclone, these are the things we will be doing. I forgot to tell you, you have to take out your textbook while you are listening this recorded video, so that you are aware what I am discussing. So let's move on. The before things we will do. Prepare an emergency kit, which is very important for you to prepare it. So you might have noticed that when the cyclone warning has given, your parents maybe start collecting or getting ready for cyclone. So these are the things they must be doing. They will have food. They will collect amount of food with them. Maximum 2 or 3 days food they will collect it, because we don't know how long the cyclone will stay. Next one is clothes. You have to also keep some extra clothes with you. Another one is first aid kits. First aid kits is very important because during the cyclone time you won't be having any doctors with you. So therefore the first aid kit will help you if you got some kind of injured or hurt. Next one is you have to keep emergency phone numbers such as ambulance or police. They will help you. And also you have to collect some other materials such as candles. There will be no power, then you have to use candles, batteries, torch. These are the things you are required to have it. The next one, it says check the walls, roof, houses are carefully secured. That means it is your responsibility when you have the warning on the radio. You should tie your house properly. Properly fit shutters on windows, doors, so that the wind or the rain won't come inside your house. And now you have to cut down the trees nearby your house. If you think there are tall trees or branches near your houses, then you have to cut it there. That will make you secure. Next one, it says move livestock on higher grounds. So if you are having any kind of livestock like animals, goat, sheep, cow, any kind, you have to see them also. You have to take them on higher ground areas. Why you have to take them higher ground? Because they all might get hurt in cyclone. So keep note of that. And the most important thing, keep listening radio. Why you want to listen radio? For further updates. Next one says, move to higher grounds if you are living on ground areas. Lower areas. That means if you are living on lower areas where the flood water can come inside your house, then you have to move to the higher places. Okay? So that you are safe. I hope you are clear on the preparation for before cyclone. So this is very important for you to learn. Okay? Because during your time, if you came across this such kind of experience, you will be aware of these things. To add on, I would like to say that recently we have faced two cyclones. I hope you guys are remember Cyclone Yasa and Cyclone Yana. It was on northern division side where most of the people got hurt. It has shows that many people were caught unprepared. So if you are prepared well, at least you will be safe in somehow way. Okay, because Cyclone Yasa was a very dangerous cyclone which was category 5, and many of the people got really hurt and lost their houses and the animals also. So that is the example of you to learn these cyclone preparations. I hope it is very clear with you. Now we move into the during. That means the cyclone is on process. So what are the things you will be doing? First one is say stay calm, which is very important. You don't have to be panicked. You stay calm. And most important thing is stay inside the doors. Indoors, sorry. You have to stay indoors. If you see that if something is occurring at the outside, you don't try to open the window and try to watching it. No, that is very dangerous. You have to stay inside and be calm. Next one says disconnect all electrical appliances. You might have seen your parents must be won't using any electrical appliances during the cyclone times because it is very dangerous. Next one is be aware, calm, the eye. That means that if you see the cyclone, the wind is blowing, wind is stopped, you don't assume that the cyclone is over. At times, people have seen example in Cyclone Yasa, one of the person have experienced, it was in the news, that he moved out when the wind was dropped. So he got much hurt over there, I think. So this is the reason why we don't have to move out of the house during the cyclone time. Now let's move on to the after. I hope you are clear on this before and during preparation of the cyclone. After the cyclone, first of all you have to be aware of damaged power lines. That means after the cyclone you will see the damaged power lines are lying down on the road, on the ground. You try to manage and get away from them. If evacuated, don't return until advised. If you have moved to the higher places or somewhere, don't move until you had in the news that you can move out. Okay? So take care of those things. Another thing, keep listening radio for update. You have to listen radio, then you will be knowing what is happening. Next one says clean the house environment properly. After the cyclones, you might see that flood water have been entered in your house. Therefore, it is your responsibility. You have to clean the house very properly. And environment also, the branches of the trees or the leaves must be there. You have to clean it to prevent blockage of waters. So, next one is wear shoes, which is very important. You have to always wear shoes. So after the cyclone, you might notice that the small bottles or anything, the injured things must be there. So for that purpose, you have to wear shoes so that you are not injured. Next one, it says always boil water. So boiling water is very good. advantage. After the cyclone, you will boil water because it will prevent diseases. The next one is says throw away the wet food and the snacks. So if your house were on flooded, you think your food and other eating material snacks has been wet, don't eat them. It might be contaminated. You have to throw that away. Okay? So that was the all for our today's class discussion. But I have activity questions with me that will be posted on discussion forum section. You have to answer that. So the first one, it says arrange them. There are questions 1 to 8. So you have to arrange that questions into preparation of before, during and after. That's how you will select the numbers. For example, if number 1 says wear shoes while moving out of the house. So that wear shoes when you have to wear, during, before or after. There you have to select the numbers. Okay. So the next one is saying the question will be discuss the tsunami disaster preparation. So today we have prepared learned the cyclone preparation. So in your times you will be learning about tsunami preparations. Okay. And the next one question is says why it is important to boil water. I have already discussed, but you also add on 2 days. Okay. Now I have a video for you guys.
What is a cyclone? Cyclones are caused by atmospheric disturbances around a low pressure area distinguished by shift and often destructive air circulation. They are usually accompanied by violent storms and bad weather. The air circulates inwards in an anti-clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere. What should we do during a cyclone? Here are some do's and don'ts on how to deal with cyclone issued by National Disaster Management Authority. Before cyclone, keep your mobile phones charged, use SMS, listen to radio, watch TV or read newspaper for updates. Keep your documents and valuables in waterproof containers. Prepare an emergency kit with essential items for survival. Secure your house. Do not leave sharp objects loose. Untie cattle or animals for their own safety. During or after cyclone, switch off electric mains and gas supply. Keep doors and windows shut. If your house is unsafe, leave for a safer place. Do this yearly before the onset of cyclone. Drink boiled or chlorinated water. Rely only on official warnings. If outdoors, do not enter damaged buildings. Watch out for broken electric poles and wires. Seek safe shelter as soon as possible. During this time, fishermen are advised not to venture out into the sea. Keep boats and rafts tied in a safe place and to keep a radio set with extra batteries handy.
You have seen the video which will be clear now for today's topic. So let's quickly recap what we have learned today. We have learned about the cyclone preparation before, during and after. So now one more thing I forgot to tell you. So these are the pictures I have taken out from your textbook, which will be more clear on your textbook. You can see, and also these are the pictures I have taken out from the internet during the cyclone Yasa time and the damages that occurs in the Yasa time. So for these pictures I will be also including in the note section that you can see it. So now thank you for your cooperation, and I hope if you have any questions you can email me or you can contact me. My numbers are on the note section. So thank you so much.